Namaste, all students. Myself Jamie, Dr. Khushbu Verma from Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science. Today we will discuss about salt-tolerant crops. So there are various reason or soil reason which is affected by highly salted concentration, and just because of a salt concentration high in soil, it affects negatively on plant growth and plant production and yield. Basically, it affects root, which is the first encounter part of plant by the salt. So it affects negatively. It creates oxidative stress, which generates reactive oxygen species and degrade the plant organ. So that's how salt stress work, and create oxidative stress and degrade the plant growth. But to avoid salt stress effect, plants have developed their own defense mechanism, which is known as antioxidant defense mechanism. So, which crops or which plants can tolerate the salt stress effect? They are known as salt tolerance crops. And if any variety is not salt tolerant, means they are salt susceptible or receptible. So by the help of transgenics, scientists have been created salt tolerant crops. So in this session we will discuss about that. Degree to which the plant can withstand high concentration of salt in water and soil without any adverse effect. It known as salt tolerant. Types of salt tolerant crops. First is moderately tolerant, means they can tolerate the 5 gram per liter concentration of salt. Oats, alfalfa, wheat, rice, maize, and cucumber are the example of moderately tolerant. And highly tolerant means 10 gram per liter salt concentration they can tolerate. Date palm, barley, asparagus, sugar beet, cotton, and spinach are highly tolerant varieties. And if we talk about the highly tolerant crops, so barley is the best example, and member of grass, which is a member of grass family, first cultivated grain 10,000 years ago, and fourth most important cereal crops after wheat, maize, and rice. One of the most salt tolerant crops and highly adaptable to varied growing conditions. Barley. Experiment conducted using genotype of barley in two research sites without stress. Soil salinity is 3 ds per meter, and with stress soil salinity is 14 ds per meter. Most barley genotypes were determined by the stress indices and result in their higher yield productivity, showing results that barley is a highly salt tolerant crop. Now come to the spinach. It's an annual edible flowering plant of family Amaranthaceae, and experiment consists of four different salinity land 0, 4, 7, 9, and 9 ds per meter. Irrigation water salinity up to 9 ds per meter did not cause any yield loss, and indicating that this cultivar is more salt tolerant and produce better yield in high salinity. If we talk about the moderately tolerant crops, so tomatoes are the example, and species originated in Western South America. Tomato is a moderately tolerant, can be grown in coastal area also, and because they are often grown where irrigation water is poor, there has been a great deal of research into increasing their salt tolerance. They can tolerate moderately salinity level, but in high salinity level they can't produce better yield. Carrot, a root vegetable usually orange in color, native to Europe and southwestern Asia, tolerant to moderate salt concentration. And now come to the effect of salinity and adaptive plant response. So high salt stress disrupts the homeostasis in water potential and ion distribution, may provoke osmotic stress, oxidative stress, and protein denaturation in plant, which leads to adaptive responses such as accumulation of compatible solutes, induction of stress proteins, and acceleration of reactive oxygen species scavenging system, which is antioxidant defense mechanism. Here are the adaptive mechanism of the salt tolerance. So flower and fruits, altered flowering time, retranslocation of photosynthate, and if we talk about the leaf, so salt partitioning into sheet and petiole instead of lamella and epidermis rather than mesophyll, retranslocation of salt or excretion. If we talk about the stems, so control of long distance transport, storage of salt in stem can be done. And if we talk about the root, so exclusion of approximately 95% of salt in soil solution, removal of further salt from xylem, and the symbiotic association and root archae changes. And if we talk about the cell, so cell can go for the osmotic adjustment, cell wall modification, ROS detoxification, vesicle trafficking, and transport proteins and potassium and NO3 minus homeostasis, vacuolar compartmentalization, and compatible solutes. So these are the modification and adaptive mechanisms to create salt tolerance. Understanding plant salt tolerance, so production of compatible organic solute can be done, and to achieve salt tolerance, three aspects of the plant activities are important. Damage must be prevented, homeostatic conditions must be reestablished in new stressful environment, growth must resume although at a reduced rate. Now come to the improvement of the salt tolerance. So there are two ways to improve. First is direct mechanism, which is involving nitrogen fixation, phosphate solubilization, potassium solubilization, cytophore production, phytochrome production. Second is indirect mechanism, which includes antibiotic production, cyanide compounds, polysaccharide production, and hydrolytic enzyme production induce systemic resistance. We can go for the chemical treatment also. So plant hormones, minerals, amino acids, polyamines, and vitamins can be applied. Phytohormones such as indole, acetic acid, gibberellic acid, and kinetin are involved in the regulation of plant response to salinity stress. Cytokinin can increase salt tolerance in wheat plant by interacting with other plant hormones, especially auxin and ABA. We can go for the biofertilizer treatment also. Asymbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria, symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria can be involved, and the amount of an input lower than the removal during agriculture practice. Molecular genetic and functional genomic provides new opportunity to synthesis molecular and physiological knowledge to improve salt tolerance. So this is the sum up of this session, and this session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University Jaipur. If you have any query, then mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.